All right, another travel day. We're all set, all done. Got your radio on? Uh-oh.
Yes, I do.
Okay. All right, let me set the GPSs and we'll be on our way. All right, we're all set. All hooked up, lights are checked. 129-mile day today. Pretty easy day. It is going to be some pretty country, so hopefully you'll enjoy the ride. We have all back road, 2-lane highway for the most part. Some pretty mountains. All right, right along with us. I think we're all set. So we're still on the frontage road here by the campground. If you turn to the right, you go really toward Redmond and the airport. We're going to hang a left. We're kind of going to go through the back roads back behind Redmond to avoid the main road traffic. But you can go either way right here. If you want to stick more to the main roads and go through traffic and all that, you can certainly go right, or even right up here. I'll show you where. Like I said, we're going to kind of go the back road a little bit. Your major GPS will tell you to take a right at this stoplight and get on 97 and go through town. That's where the Truckers app will tell you to go. But we know we can go down this way, so we're safe. This is what you'll get if you go the back way. You kind of got, I think, just one cul-de-sac here. Not cul-de-sac, but roundabout to deal with. No big deal. Then you just kind of drive through the neighborhoods back here, which again gets you out of the stop and go traffic. Depending on the time of day and what day it is, I imagine Sunday, which is what we're traveling on today, is Sunday. Wouldn't be a big deal, but I think I took a wrong turn. I took a wrong turn, Diane.
Well, I was thinking you did.
All right, well, I was yakking and I took a wrong turn, so we're going to go a different route here. It'll work out. So I guess I was yakking. I should have taken the second turn on the roundabout. I don't know what I was thinking. I wasn't thinking, obviously. But luckily it was pretty easy to, there's a bunch of four-way stops and main roads here, so no big deal. This is the road we would have been on anyway. We just took a little scenic route to get here. All right, we're about through the neighborhood section now. It's not a big deal. It's only a couple miles. I think there's like 3 stop signs you have to go through, so it's not a big deal. And we go through this stop sign here. I think it's actually the 3rd stop sign. Then we cruise up to Highway 126, and then we'll hang a left, and we're on Highway 126 for quite a ways. So again, this is like I said, a couple more stop signs and going through town, but boy, no traffic. All right, here we go. We're at the end of the neighborhood now. Now we're gonna go up to this stoplight. We're gonna take a left on Highland Avenue, which is actually Highway 126. Then we'll take Highway 126 into Sisters and beyond. And obviously we'll take you along with us. All right, this is pretty much what the roads are like all the way to Sisters. Now again, this is Highway 126. I think we have about 15 miles to go still. And then we're gonna make a little turn. So that gives you an idea what this road's like. Oh, by the way, this part of the video is being videoed with the Osmo Action Original, and this is on the ram mount on the suction cup on the windshield, just for the record. All right, we'll see you when we get to Sisters. All right, so now we're coming into Sisters. I think there's a couple routes. You can either take I think there's a truck route, and then there's kind of the tour route. I'm not sure. We're going to kind of go through town, see what that looks like. There you go. If you want to take the alternate route, you can turn to the right, or you can go straight through town, which is going to give you some traffic. We're going to take the route through town, Diane.
Okay.
I was going to take the alternate route, but what the heck, this is more scenic. The alternate route will certainly save you time, but if you're in Redmond and you're hanging out for a while, we highly recommend for you to take a little trip up here into Sisters. Check it out. There's a bunch of nice little shops. There's some restaurants you can eat at. There's a brewery or two. A great bakery here in town that is not to be missed. Anyway, right through town, check it out, and keep it for future reference. Alright, so that takes you through the downtown area of Sisters. Now if you go out this direction, there are a couple grocery stores and automotive shops, just kind of that kind of thing out here, which you want to check out, I guess, if you're in the area. Otherwise, we're going to cruise right on through this roundabout and keep on going. And I don't know, we still have 108 miles yet to go to get to our campground for the day.
Hey, go to Eugene.
I'm going to Eugene. There we go. Straight through that cul-de-sac, headed toward Eugene. So we have 25 miles of two-lane highway until we hit our next turn. So I think we're still on 126 right now, and then we have 25 miles to our next turn. So what you see ahead of us right now is pretty much what we have for the next 25 miles. We'll check in a couple more times, but just know that this is the beauty that we're going to be driving in. Well, by the way, I'm going to mention this right now. This section of the video that we used going through Sisters was done on the Osmo Action 3, and we're using the bullet point mounting systems. So again, just comparison between the two. Now right up here is a turn to the left, I believe it will take you into Black Butte Ranch. So if you're into traveling the country and going to condos or apartments or cabins or things like that, and you enjoy golfing and some of the finer things in life, this Black Butte Ranch is a great place to go. Or if you're looking for a house, I mean, they sell homes in there that are just beautiful. They call cabins things I'd call mansions. But the Black Butte Ranch, great place to go, great golfing. Keep that in mind. Just wanted to point that out to you. We're still on US 20. Still on our way to our next turnoff. We have 15 miles to go. All right, we had a pretty good climb up out of the valley there. Now we're at the summit, and it's 4,818 feet, I think it is. And right up here is Hoodoo ski area. It's a very popular area. So in this part of the country, Hoodoo is popular, and Bachelor is very popular. And then you always hear about Mount Hood, but that's a little ways away from here. Well, now we get 5 miles of downhill, so earn some fuel coming up, save a little fuel going down. Alright, so right up here is where we're going to veer off and head toward Eugene. If you go straight, you're going to go toward Albany, I believe it is. Veer off to the left, we're going to go to Eugene. Yeah, there you go. So if you veer off to the right, kind of straight, you're going to go to Salem on 22. Veer off to the left, you're going to go on, say, on 126 toward Albany and Eugene. Now, this is a little bit curvy road. There are length restrictions on this section of road, but I think they're 53-foot trailers. But anyway, you know if they're going to restrict length, that it gets to be a little bit twisty. It's still very pretty country, and no problem at all. And there you go. It's always a good sign when you jump onto a road and you see a semi coming from the other direction, right? That's a good indicator. There we go. Eugene, 81 more miles. Alright, so after a few miles, you're going to take the junction here on the left-hand side to Springfield and Eugene again. So there is a little jaunt you have to do. Hey, need to fix that section of road. Here we go. We'll be taking a left right here toward Springfield and Eugene. If you go straight, this will take you to Sweet Home and Albany, which I guess, Albany is just above Eugene, but we don't want to go there. Perfect. Road work ahead. You gotta love it. Expect delays. The only thing we can hope for is that it's a Sunday and maybe they're not working. And for the record, at this point, we have about 67 more miles to go on this highway. We have about 78 miles to go to our destination. So like I mentioned at the beginning of this video, pretty much all 2-lane highway, pretty country. And also for the record, this portion of the video is being done with the Osmo Action 3, mounted to the bullet point mounting solution system we have in the truck. Something else to keep in mind is Sahalee Falls. If you're driving through, you have time to spend, stop off at Sahalee Falls.
Sahalee and Cush Falls, though.
Yeah, Diane mentioned that. Sahalee and Cush Falls. You can hike into Sahalee Falls, and in between Sahalee Falls and Cush Falls. And there's Cush Falls. So you can stop at either one. If you stop at Sahalee Falls, you'll hike down to Cush Falls, then hike back up to Sahalee Falls. There are a lot of steps. So keep that in mind if you feel like doing it. There's stairways up and down. So, but talk about pretty country. That is a spot we would go back to in a heartbeat. We wanted to go there this year, with Diane's broken kneecap healing and my rolled ankle healing. We just didn't feel we were up to the challenge, so we didn't make it this year. Boy, if you're in the area, keep those in mind. Alright, something else to keep in mind. If you're up in this area, you have time to spend. There should be a turnoff coming up here pretty soon for Blue Pool. One of my favorite walks around a lake of any place we've ever been is Blue Pool. I think you have a little restaurant there you can eat at. You can rent canoes and boats. That water is so blue, and there's a trail that goes all the way around it. It takes you probably, I don't know, a couple hours, 2.5 hours or so to walk around it. But man, what a very pretty hike it is. So keep it in mind, Blue Pool. All right, here we go. You can see people parked out here for the Blue Pool trailhead. So if you turn right here, it takes you down into the actual parking lot. But as you can see,
That's why we didn't see it, because it's right here.
yep. But as you can see, the parking lot is obviously full, and everybody's parked on the entrance road into it and out here on the highway. So I think this is the small town of McKenzie Bridge, if I'm not mistaken. At this point, we still have 55 miles to our campground and 44 miles to our next turn. And I think that pretty much is McKenzie Bridge. Blink your eye and you miss it. Well, it's a shame, you know, all this burn area. The last time Diane and I came through here was probably 4 years ago at the time of this video. And none of this was burnt back then. So it's just a shame. Every time we travel anywhere in the country, we see all these burns. We just, we feel sad. We feel sad for the terrain, we feel sad for the critters, we feel sad for the people who live in this area. But I guess that's Mother Nature's way of taking care of stuff. Well, we hope this was Mother Nature's doings and not something man-made, but anyway, man, that's a lot of country burned up right there. So I will say for the record that going this direction on McKenzie Pass here, 126, there are not very many passing lanes. Now, speed limit's 55. I have no problem traveling this at 55 to 60 miles per hour, no problem at all. So you're running the speed limit, but of course a lot of people like to run faster. So if you don't mind a few twisties and maybe catching a little traffic now and again, this is a really pretty route to take. But just a fair warning, if having a couple cars piled up behind you, if you're running the speed limit, bothers you, maybe this wouldn't be the proper way for you. But for me, if I'm running 5 over speed limit and I'm gathering people, I don't worry about it too much. So anyway, just thought I'd throw that in there. Alright, so now we're going to come up to the small town of Vida. I don't think it's very big either, but we'll take a peek here. Little Vida Cafe, a little grocery store, fuel station, post office, and I think you just saw Vida. And right up here to the left is going to be the Leeburg Fish Hatchery. And of course, there's some spots over here to the left to come canoe and do some inner tubing. This isn't very far from Eugene, where we're going to be camping at. It's 28 miles, so certainly within easy drive to come check out this area. All right, so don't blink your eyes here. Now we're going to go through Leeburg. Small little town of Leeburg, still here on Highway 126. On our way to Eugene. We still have 14 miles to our next turn. And we have 24 miles to our campground. There you go. I think you've just about seen Leeburg. Hey, let us know. Do you like, if we're doing these travel day videos, and we're doing the little towns we drive through. Do you like the little towns being shown? Could you do without the little towns? Can you do without these travel day videos altogether? Do you enjoy these travel day videos? I'm just sitting here driving, so reaching up, pushing a button now and again is not a big deal for me, but if you don't like them, let me know. If you want to see me do something different, let me know about that too. All right, just leave a comment down below. I'll reply to them, and I might, if you give me some ideas, it might help me out to do it the way you like to see it done. Now we're going to cruise through Cedar Flat. Little coffee shop, get some fuel. That's about it. Coffee shop and fuel. Alright, so now we're entering Springfield. Now Springfield is just outside of Eugene. They almost kind of run together. We have some good friends that live in Springfield. We're going to come visit during our stay. So I think about now, I'm going to switch over to the other camera and work our way through Springfield and toward our campground. So I know you're going to keep on riding along. Alright, so in 3/10 of a mile, we've kind of been running down this main road here in Springfield. In about a half mile, we're going to veer off to the right, stay on 126, and that's actually going to take us toward I-5. Well, there you go. Look off to the right there. You can see Eugene, right lane, to I-5. And that's where we're going to head. All right, here you go. Here's where we're going to veer off, head toward Eugene and I-5. So this section of road is about 6 miles. And then we end up on I-5. We'll take I-5 north in 6 miles. All right, we're coming up to our exit off this little jaunt here. We're going to take exit 4B. And that will be north onto I-5. I'm not sure how the GPS is going to tell us to get to the campground. We kind of know one particular way, and that's going up through Coburg. This may want to take us through a back way. And I think we're going to go the route that we are comfortable with and that we know, rather than follow the GPS, maybe. We'll see how that turns out up here. Anyway, here we go. Coming on to I-5. Alright, for the record, the trucker's GPS wants us to take this exit right here, which is 195B, and take Beltline, which Beltline's a nice highway. It's a main highway. It takes you out toward the coast, but it is kind of a busier intersections and stuff like that, but it is Sunday. Probably wouldn't be too bad. But I know that if we go up the freeway just a few miles, we will take the Coburg exit, and we can take the back roads into the county park, and I'd rather go that route and bypass any traffic. Yeah, we're going to go up 3.4 miles, and we'll take exit 199, so hardly any extra miles and less traffic. Okay, so for the record, here we are. 1/2 mile, we'll be taking a right onto exit 199. If you look over to the right here, you'll see an RV park. That's called Premier RV Park. We've stayed there 2 or 3 times in the past, and it is right next to the freeway, so it's kind of noisy, but it's not a bad park. All right, here we go, exit 199. Another thing I'll mention too, that if we would have followed the GPS and taken us to Beltline, that would have been a fine way, but we do know that by taking this exit, we have less traffic, and the county park is actually closer to this exit than it is Beltline, so we just avoided driving through some neighborhoods or whatever else. So here we go, exit 199. There's a fuel station off to the right here. I forget what it was called. I missed the name. Anyway, oh, it's a Pacific Pride too. See if Diane can get through this light. But it's a nice handy place to get fuel. There's a big gravel turnout if you want to park, and if you're traveling north or south, want to hang out for a minute, that's not a bad spot. And over here to the left, I think there's a Cummins dealer and a Freightliner shop. Of course, there's a couple truck stops up here to the left too, a TA and something else. And then the Marathon dealer, if you guys are in the market for a nice inexpensive coach, you have the Marathon dealer up here to the right. All right, we're going to cruise on up here and work our way to the campground. So once you get off the freeway at exit 199 and cross back over the freeway to the left, you stay on that road. You're going to come to a T right up here at that stoplight, and you're going to have to turn left or right. You're going to take a left, and you'll see that it says Armitage Park Campground right there in brown on that sign. 2.4 miles. All right, once you come to this bridge section, you know you're getting close to the park, because the park is really close to the river that's down below. And I think I almost missed the sign the last time we were here. But there's a dog park, a large dog park on the right-hand side that I think you see before you see the entrance to the park. It's up here somewhere. I think I see the entrance already. Maybe I'm just, maybe I was forgetful. Here you go. Where that car just turned in, that's the park.
That's it?
This is it. All right, here we go. Armitage County Park. All right, I see a few rigs parked there already, probably waiting to get in. Kind of an awkward place to send you right through the parking lot. Look at all the rigs down there ready to sign up and get in their park. They're all trying to get in early. All right, well, we'll just join the crowd. Not much we can do other than that. All right, okay, I'll go in and see if what the odds are of getting our site. Here we go. All right, well, the lady was out till lunch until 1, so there was a group of us waiting around to get to our sites. I think there was like 6 RVs ahead of me. So they all checked in. I'm all checked in, and we will head to our site. We have site number 6. So it's one of those horseshoe pull-throughs, which shouldn't be too bad. Kind of like the ones you see right there to the left. That's number 2, actually. Boy, the limbs are kind of low in here. That's number 4. Yeah, we're going to drag through those limbs, no doubt about it. I'm surprised people don't ask them to trim those up a little bit. That's number 4 to the left, and we will be number 6 right up there. I bet we're pretty close right there somewhere. So we hope you enjoyed that ride along. It was a nice, easy day and low miles as far as that goes, but it was long enough when you're driving back roads like that all day. So just like this video, it was probably long enough for you. So we'll keep it kind of short. So if you enjoy these kind of travel day videos, how about a thumbs up, leave a comment down below, consider hitting that subscribe button. We'd love to have you ride along with us the rest of the year. As always, have a great day. We'll see you in the next video.